What's up, guys and gals? This is Jared from Saving Abel. And if you're not into now, you're into nothing.
So, Saving Abel recently put out an EP.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how that whole idea came about.
Cracking the Safe. We actually did this. It's kind of as a transition over into. We're going to be going in the studio in October to record a full-length album. And of course, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we did Bring It Down the Giant. A lot of stuff happened in between there. We kind of left our record label company, and we kind of started. We're actually doing a joint venture and put down a record label of our own with our new manager Jeff Henson. He's got a Silent Majority Group out of Warner Brothers. He's stationed out of Orlando. So what we're kind of doing right now is just kind of a transitional period on into the recording of the new album we're going to have at the end of the year here. But yeah, we just released it August the 6th. It's called Saving Abel, Cracking the Safe. We went into the studio. We recorded some songs just for our fans, basically, just to let them know that we're still here. We still love rock and roll, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So it's you can get it off iTunes, off our website, savingabel.com. We've had a lot of stuff go on, recently, the past few weeks, man. We released the video for Mystify, which is the first single off the EP. Let's see, we revamped, we relaunched our website, savingabel.com.
Yeah, it has a whole totally different makeover to it.
Yeah, man, we're getting more into the social media type of the era now, man. It's one of those times where, our Twitter, our Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, man, it totally helps out a lot, if you're into that, and that's a good way to get your band out there and be heard by people.
Yeah, for a band to come out and put out a record on their own, and not have a major label behind it, did that worry you guys at all, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It's always scary when you're kind of by yourself. You really don't know how things are going to turn out. You don't know how they're going to go. But it's one of those things now. Like I always use Sister Hazel as my example. But those guys are just phenomenal, and they're just out there. They're doing rock shows every week. It's like you don't even need a record label these days, in order to survive. And the internet's one thing that help a lot of us do that. So that's why we're spending a lot more time on the media sites and doing the Facebook, the Twitter, and stuff like that. So, but we're still new at it, so we're just figuring it out as we go.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Yeah. Now, for the new EP, how would you compare that to the last Saving Abel full-length album? Is it more progression?
I think it's I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. As far as the last album goes, we took a lot of time and we wrote just with a lot of specifically different people on the Bringing Down the Giant album. We did Marty Fredrickson, we did Blair Daly. We wrote with a lot of different people. But on this album, the EP album, we just kind of went in and recorded these songs by ourselves without anybody else, just Saving Abel and Skid Mills, that's it. And, it turned out the way it did, and we were really pleased with it.
Now, when you guys went in there, did you go in there as doing an EP?
Yeah, we kind of had that on our mind, man. We knew we kind of needed something to transition us on into the, towards the end of the year. We knew we were only going to do, a 4 or 5, even a 6-song EP possibly. But it was one of the things, once we got in there and started writing them more and more and more, we just ended up putting every song that we had written down. And we saved a few that we could record on the new album that we're going to be recording in October. Once I finish up with the Hinder guys here at the end of October is when Saving Abel's going into the studio. So I'm kind of just working and biding my time, and once I get there, we'll start writing again,
So some new Saving Abel full-length album, first of the year?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's going to be, and we're going to have time to write it. We're not going to have too much pressure from any record label coming in, and saying, we got to have this, we got to have this. We're actually going to be able to go in and sit down, and just take our time. And that's something I'm really excited about. I haven't always had the pleasure of don't worry, you got it, you got enough time to do, It's always been some sort of pressure somewhere, and I'm really excited about actually getting in there and just putting some good old hard work into writing music and writing rock and roll, man. And we're hopefully going to come out on top on this one, man. We're excited about it.
definitely sounds like it.
Oh yeah.
What about Saving Abel live dates? You guys gonna do any live shows
Yeah,
at all?
we're currently, I'm actually flying back and forth in between Saving Abel and Hinder dates right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Double duty there, huh?
Yeah. Well, Saving Abel, first of all, we were just doing like a few shows in August, and then as they started booking more is when these Hinder guys called me and get two managements together, and you just kind of work it out. And it's kind of hard sometimes. I'll come in from singing 2 Saving Abel sets and then come in to sing Hinder, and I'm just like, holy crap. I forget lyrics and melodies and stuff.
Holy crap, you said something else.
Nice. Do you remember the first night you got on stage with the Hinder guys?
I do, man. It was a good night, I think. It's like one of those situations where, the more and more you get into it, the more and more you do it, it gets better. But it was just good to get that first night out the way.
Yeah. It's like making sure you remembered all the lyrics.
Yeah. It's like, now that this first one's over, let's rock, fellas. And you're like, wait a second. Whoa, you're supposed to rock this one too.
Nice. So, what did you think when you got approached to fill in and do the Hinder?
I thought it was a blessing, for me, man. Honestly, it feels good to have a job. It feels good to be able to.
It's a good combination with your vocals.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Billy Joe said, it's still rock and roll to me, So I mean, it doesn't matter, the bands, who's playing it or what, man. It's just a great opportunity to come out and help out my friends in Hinder. And the Saving Abel guys were cool enough to say, hey man, go do it, help them guys out. We'll be here writing, and we'll see you on fly dates. Basically, is how it went. So everybody, it was a really smooth transition. It was it was really good, and wasn't a lot of pressure. There was a little bit of pressure, to learn the lyrics and the melodies and figure out how we're going to do this. But it's the more I play with these guys each and every night, man, it just becomes even more fun every time we step on stage. I think it's awesome to get us two together.
So that last show is going to really suck for you then.
Oh yeah.
When you have to go back to doing your day job.
Yeah. I'll finish. Well, actually, it's as of right now, we're going to end up going through September and October with the Hinder and co-headlining tour, Hinder and Candlebox. And I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to that, man. I've toured with Candlebox before with Saving Abel. Now I have the chance to do it with Hinder. So it's going to be an awesome little run for us, man. I'm kind of excited about it. But
that's a good pairing with the two.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fantastic, man. But yeah,
that's a good rock show. Right
oh, it's
there,
going to be great, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Definitely. So basically, the rest of the year it's pretty packed for you. You're going to be busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy, and it's good to be busy. Like I said, it's good to be working. I got a wife and 2 kids. I gotta buy some diapers, y'all.
Yep, gotta keep the check coming in.
Yeah, I gotta keep it. And it's really good. I'm really excited about these Hinder guys. After they reached out, they asked me if hey, you want to play a little rock and roll, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. And so smooth for everybody, I think. It's been fantastic so far.
Cool. Well, man, I think that covered everything, man. We'll
awesome.
get out of here and let you get ready for the big show tonight.
Dude, we're definitely gonna put one on, man. I'm interested to see what you guys think about it once we're through with it tonight, man.
Well, you know me, I'm honest.
Oh, it'd be great.
I'm a fan of your vocals anyway, so.
Well, I got to give much love to Austin, man. Austin's got a vocal range that is out of this world, man. I've gained nothing but more respect for him, especially trying to follow in his footsteps. But much love goes to him, man. He's got a vocal range that it's just crazy.
Putting your own little spin to it. So
yeah, that's the only way. That's the only chance I have.
Yeah, definitely. So.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks
Appreciate
again,
it, brother.
Definitely.